So, hello guys, this is Michi Hoyer from Avid Chronic Racing, and I'm sorry for that little inconvenience in the beginning of that stream, but I'm still shuffling around stuff on my second screen here, which I necessarily need for some other event that might take place in the end of that stream. Just need to have a look whether I be able to make it in time. Just to give you a sneak preview. Might there be some iRacing stuff coming up? So let's see whether we can join all that stuff in time there. Currently looking at stuff to be downloaded, which is quite some 2 seconds left. And there we go. So everything needs to be verified downloading. So we go back into our program for tonight, which is racing the USF 2000 around Indianapolis on SimRacing systems. And I'd like you guys to welcome to my stream for tonight. As we have some interesting stuff coming up now, we will race against, I think, 6 non-AI people, and probably the rest of the grid gonna be filled up with AIs here. That's how I know SimRacing systems. And there you can see the guys being in that channel or in that group already. Looking good so far, so I have to read or out tab once again. As I would like to welcome Suka Newt. Yeah, this G29 thing is actually quite a nice wheel. And I'm really happy that I got it meanwhile. And please don't crash. I think my rFactor 2 might have just crashed. Yeah, there you go. I didn't want that to happen for sure, but anyway, we quickly rejoined the session. Then maybe get a quick run around the circuit, of which I hope I'm going to be able to learn it quite fast, because I really have to. So need to restart SimRacing system to get the rFactor 2 launcher going ready again. So we're looking into having a 20-minute race, and short before that we will have a little tiny qualifying session. So yeah, definitely looking forward to do some fun racing here. Hey El Bujo, thank you for joining me here. Appreciate you guys being around and watching me doing some random stuff. As I hope that my screen will finally be a liquid to you guys, so you can see what I'm racing. Right, there we go. We've joined that server again. Please let me into that session, thanks. So 20 liters, I have no clue what is a good setting here, so I can change minor stuff to my liking there probably, and see if I can get out and have some fun. There is no pit speed limit on that vehicle, so pit speed limit is 100 kph. So we have 6 minutes left in that qualifying session, and people are setting their lap times at the minute. So am I trying to do so. Probably I run a little bit too much front wing. Oh, I think I just took the wrong exit there. My bad. Yep, I did. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Xavier. It's pity the system goes so fast sometimes. You do not even recognize. Anyway, now looking forward to at least set one lap in, and as you can see, I have to learn this track quite a bit there. But yeah, I do think I am running too much front wing there because of all the sliding. So there comes a rather stupid chicane, I have to say, because it breaks the fluid a little bit. It's very difficult to see where you really have to go on that circuit. But anyway, people said in a 131.3, and I'm just trying to somehow improve or beat that lap time. And let's see whether we can do so. Not with that mistake, I think. Oops. I'm running purple though. And now I'm a little bit down on that lap time, and I wonder whether I take that chicane right, or whether I would be able or are allowed to be to cut it. So far the gloves I'm using is field gloves, so F33L, that's what their real name is.
That was a 1:32.12.
As I lost quite a bit some time towards Lillund, and wanna see whether I can somehow improve it. And there we go, there is that second we actually miss maybe. And we're just not allowed to screw it up so badly. Oh, so you definitely have to go around this corner here, right in the back. But nevertheless, I'm gonna push hard to make it towards provisional pole. So this amount of fuel I've put in is too much anyway, so it keeps me powered for like a 32 minutes, and I only do need a 30-minute race. No. I will be able to pull in another lap, which I definitely need to now improve that lap time. Joao, I don't think I'm gonna make the next USF 2000 race on SimRacing system tonight, since it's simply gonna be a little bit too late for me. But I will try to join such competition more often in the upcoming days. That I can assure you. So going into that first sector with some time up on my lap time. Now getting maybe a nice draft there. Some tiny draft at least. as I go a little too wide. Oh, what a shame. That lap is another one for the trash, I think. If not for the slipstream now. That may come up for my final try if I get another shot. But I think I will just run out on time. So just some seconds left in that session. Will I make it? No, I won't. 1 and 0. Yeah, and there's a checkered flag.
1:31.21.
So I will definitely go from second position as it stands right now. So there's no launch control, there's literally nothing. All I will do now is change the front wing one click less. And then I will have some fun racing, I think. Oh yeah, definitely. I remember we both had this race together in the Radical. So definitely was some fun going on. As for now, I learned from my mistake from exactly that Radical race to now put a bit less fuel into the car. And yeah, I really can encourage you guys to try out on the SimRacing system for rFactor 2, because it gets you in a lobby with a few races that are out for serious stuff, and unlike on like real open open lobbies, you will find some people having a good dedication. You will find some people having a good racecraft, and that's, I think, what it is all about. 20 is a bit too much for my liking. There we go, 18. Go that click up on the rear wing, so I have to basically redo everything again. Anyway, so starting on the grid in second place. Will be interesting to see what happens. As I think we got a better start here. I just want to make sure to give enough room on the inside. And then we're into that 20 minutes race on quite cold tires still. Take it easy through that chicane. Anything else isn't just worth it. And I expect Lillund to still be on my back towards the end of that lap. I'm not allowed to spin it. If I do, I probably will find myself even further in the back than just second place from where I started. So at the minute I'm just trying to still figuring out where the braking points are. As I do hope I haven't underfueled the car there. With 18 minutes to go, the fuel gauges will tell me that I have fuel for 28 minutes, so I'm massively overfueled, you can say. Nevertheless, this USF 2000 Formula car is definitely some fun. Hey, Nyafas. Nice you joined me here. Oops. As this chicane is pretty narrow, like I'm still trying to figuring out how to really take that. And that gets Millerlund right on my back again. I probably need to look a little bit after the tires to not kill them. Oh, that really looks good now. Being hopefully able to move a little bit further away from Osto, who is now in second place. And I see serious cutting going on here, I think. Which is not too nice at all. But what are you able to do about it? Usually rFactor 2 should now punish this. As this car really likes to step out a lot. But I can take this corner here full throttle and oh, Osto spins there. Not sure what happened to Lillelund in the back though. But probably that's not the worst thing for our race here. As I'm just trying to get in some consistent speed now. And I disagree with that. The track is technically a little bit demanding maybe, so that's the only thing you probably could say about it. But other than that, it's totally fine to me. As the Rhinoceros is now on my back, having some 7-second gap. Would like to stay within the 28s in terms of lap timing. Which requires taking this chicane flat out, which I can do quite good here. Tire wear looks good as well. Not too much on either side of the car. Braking for that left-hand kink. Quite difficult to put the power down on that. Chicane there. Oh, this apex comes so late, it's so surprising sometimes even. But it's very important because you carry out all the speed throughout this final corner here. As we stick within the 29th. I was probably looking at the wrong number as I called out. Want to stay in the 28s. So all I would love to do is stay within the 29s, then just lap in some consistent lap times. Which is quite easily possible if getting things right around the circuit. I think, oops, went a little bit too wide there. Oh, this USF mode is definitely some fun. Carrying the speed. So difficult to get the braking right for this corner here. As I feel the front starting to go a bit now. As we head in for another 21.2. So that's looking good. Another 12 minutes to go. I went a little bit too wide again there. So if you guys have any questions towards SimRacing system or this track or this car, since I'm driving it for the first time, just feel free to ask. Come around final corner, putting in a 129.3.
129.34.
The very interesting part of this track definitely is you need to set your car up for the next corner ahead, so you can't clearly go through each corner as fast as you probably would go. Just like here, you pretty much stay to the middle or to the inside to have a perfect shape for that chicane, to then take it flat out. And same goes with the next 3 or 4 corners, because there's always a direction change in between. So you hit the brakes, when you get slow, you stay more to the middle to get on the outside again, hit the apex, lift it, hit the apex, lift it a little bit to go on another apex, and then fully out accelerating the car. And same comes with those corners approaching right now. As I did a little bit of a mistake here, and here you have to wait so long for the apex to come. And you need to go a little to the outside to make this corner a good one. Because I think we ditch into the 128.
That was a
Yeah, we do 128.95. So still a quite consistent run here. And meanwhile, I should be in shape to put in a purple. Not too good through that chicane, and that was because I was too fast on the long right-hander there before. So, as I pointed out, and you guys also did, very tactical track there, where you have to do a lot of car setting up throughout those corners. to be really successful around here. As I now was looking at the wrong braking point. So that was it about my consistent stint, I think. But now we may want to look at the 128.5 to make it the proper fastest lap of the race.
That lap was a 1:33.0.
Some 7 minutes 50 to go. Be a little bit more patient here, so maybe you can carry more speed through that one. Yes, you could. Oh, you shouldn't really hit that apex curb on that second chicane there. You have to go even more patient. And then now start to overheat the front tires a bit. Yeah, this track is quite a bit difficult, but it's not the words the other guy used that already has left the race here. As after our mistake, we pull in back the business in the 129.2.
That was a
Close, 192. So yeah, now trying to get a real good lap in there. So we want to stay even more patient a bit and now have a perfect run through that chicane. A little bit too twitchy though. And this is now probably where the tires yes, soon start to die out. Nope. This and probably the next lap also won't be the purple ones. Setting that 129.2 this time around. So I can definitely go a lot quicker, I think. That looks good. So we just need to now get a good final sector in. Doesn't look too bad. Still, I think I could get around quicker.
That lap was a 1:28.6.
This car setup here is fixed by the hoster, so there's really not a thing I can do. I just have to manage it and drive it. But yeah, now the tires are pretty much gone, as we have just 2 laps remaining on the rest of this one, I think. So I'm a bit surprised by Lillelund. He looked so strong in that qualifying session, but yet did not too good in the race. Let's see whether I can try to carry some speed around this final corner and ditch into another purple lap. Only see if this is gonna work somehow. Tires are scrubbed quite badly already. That was a final good run through that chicane, so we could still do something here if rest of the lap looks tidy. Still looking for improvement. And our best lap was a 128.6. We put this forward to a 1.
That lap was a
1:28.3, and I'm still missing a some tenth in the final sector towards the purple lap time here in that session, and I wonder how that came from or where that came from. As time is done, can we go a little quicker still? I'm not sure whether the track is rubbering in. I think these tracks are set on static. I might be wrong though. And that might be just it, where the final 10th were lying. I'm making this sector purple as well. As we come around final corner to take checkered flag, set the purple lap time in sector 3 and also set fastest lap of the race. And with that being said, probably Inya was right about this track getting rubbered in. However, I didn't really feel too much of a difference, but yeah, now as you say it, you might even see it, that there is some rubber came down. Especially here through that chicane a bit. So we got 5 liters to spare in the finish of that race. And I was generally happy with the car balance. As it is short past 9 PM here, that means that on iRacing the skip barber on another track should be ready quite soon. Not sure if that was sarcasm or a really well-meant comment. Probably was a good one. So a lot of thinking and stuff going on as I quickly will park the car. A little thank you. Go down by 5 liters. Save that set as being USF 2000 Indy. Accept it and leave the server then. To then probably stop my stream for a second before I will be back live right here in about 5 minutes time doing some iRacing, and I will give you a little sneak preview of what I'm going to do, and that will be in the end hopefully doing some fun stuff. So looking at roads, I could do the iRacing Porsche, I think, which would go in some minutes, but I'm not used to this car at all, so I'm looking probably for the skip barber if there is any available here. Find it. Won't look like that. Looking for road. So probably it's just the Porsche Cup that's been available here. So I will click race here and I will be right back live in this stream in about a second. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Michi Hoyer from Avid Chronic Racing and I hope to see you in the stream within the next 5 minutes.